Hello! Hello, hello, hello! Hello, how you doing? I have a screwdriver. Yeah, my mic's working. The game audio is working. Let's just kill that before the copyright gets me, because I haven't changed that yet. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to the Sim Cafe. Rarish, you put me under a lot of pressure there, buddy. It's quite early in the morning. Don't make me cry. Don't make me cry. Good morning to you, Marcian. Back in timeout immediately. Hello to you, Ty Loading. Good morning to you, Skydiver Dan. Hello, Dive Bomb Dave. That's your new name, I think, Dive Bomb. Dave, I've actually got a clip of your dive bomb from last night on the... What turn was it? It's about the 6th last turn, isn't it? Before the big right hand up, before the long hill. So, yes. Dive Bomb Dave, I've got your clip, and I might post it on socials. I normally post the dive bomb, so I might post yours. But what I'm thinking I should do is I should put a compilation of dive bombs. Hey Dave, that's how it works. You definitely didn't undershoot them. So I think what I'll do is I'll make a compilation of dive bombs, and you might make it. There's been a good few already. I always say, never forget the dive bombers. They're always coming. They never surrender. They're always ready to attack. Right now, as you can see, I'm having a little screwy. Yeah, it's away, Dave. It's away. Pleasure to have you on the track as well, sir. You're clearly a bit faster than me last night, I think. That's cool. Maybe we're a similar pace, I don't know. It's good to find people at a similar pace, isn't it? Right, here we have a round wheel. Look at that. We've got a round wheel, ladies and gentlemen, because today we are on Forza. You can see it down there. It's real. I had a little go yesterday, and yeah, definitely, Dave, definitely. I had a little go yesterday because this game was not released until today, or midnight last night, if you want to be this morning, if you want to be one of those guys. However, it appears that in the world of Microsoft, all you need to do is change the region of your PC. So I did that yesterday. I changed it to New Zealand, and I could play the game. So I had a very, very quick spin yesterday. Changed a few settings, so I'm glad I did that rather than boring you lot with it today. But maybe I'll show you some more later on that are a bit more interesting. I've changed a few of my video settings. I've changed a few gameplay settings, I think. And I did a few laps yesterday of Spa. I did a few laps of Spa in the NSX GT3. And it was good. It felt different to ACC. We know that. The feedback's different. The graphics are different. The sound is different. Everything's different. Built from the ground up. And as they all say in sim racing nowadays, despite being very different to that. And I kind of enjoyed it. So I'm thinking, if I can enjoy that, I could probably enjoy the racing on here. Fingers crossed. And I do want to do lots of online racing. That's the idea. But maybe I'll do lots of offline racing on this at the start. Maybe I'll do lots of offline racing today. To kind of, there's lots of tracks on here that I don't know. That'll be interesting. I have got the braking line on at the moment. Please don't hate me, gang, but it just might make my life a bit less misery for now while I learn the tracks. So there's new tracks. There's definitely new cars, as you can see on the screen here. We've got new cars. We've got this Cadillac Delara. I don't know. I'm not very good at this. But yes, we have a new cars. Every 500 cars, and you can imagine each car has been individually tailored to perfection. I mean, look, it's free. Okay, it's on Game Pass. It's free. I'm not going to be quick to knock this. What I would say is we want more and more good racing games, because then more people will be sim racing, and then we have more fun. So we definitely want it to be good. This is the first time that a game has come out on Game Pass that is a big simcade, simulated racing game, whatever you want to call it. It's a racing game. It's a big AAA, as they like to say, and it's on Game Pass, which has 25 million subscribers roughly. And a lot of people on Game Pass are on PC, which means you could go very quickly from playing this on your gaming PC to trying a slightly more complicated sim, which is quite difficult for people on consoles. They have to buy a PC, get used to it and all that. It's quite scary. So this game has some potential. There are plenty of naysayers, which is fine. Plenty of people spending all of their time comparing it to Gran Turismo, which is valid, but probably different in a few ways. And I'm going to treat it on its own. Now, I have got here my morning juice. This is like ginger and turmeric and orange. It's got a bit of a spicy burn to it. It wakes you up. So this should keep me going. I've never done a whole day stream before. I've done 1 or 2 morning streams, and then I think by about lunchtime I was dead. Now that is on ACC, which is a bit harder. A bit more intense, I would say, probably. Hopefully. Because don't want anything too intense this morning. Now, I'm going to do some... I think I'm going to start with a couple of test laps of a couple of cars. Does that sound like a good idea, chat? Is anyone still awake this morning? Good morning, everyone, by the way. I haven't said it a few times already. Yeah, what do you reckon, guys? Should I do just a couple of laps on a familiar track? Just see how it barely feels and then tune it in a little bit, get used to it? I think I might do that. I might find a car that I really like. Don't know. So I'm going to start with that this morning. There isn't offline racing for me to do. So I'm going to do some of the offline racing. But I don't know. In reality... all of the fun is normally in online racing. Online anything for me. There's not many games that I will play where I would play offline rather than online. And there's not many offline games that I play. I normally like to compete with other people. AI, I find it a bit, you know. Good morning, Ian. Teammate. Oh, hold on a second. A bit nervous here. Right. Sorry about that interlude. Yeah, I'm going to try a few offline laps, but I think the fun's in the online racing, right? So I might find myself getting to the online racing as soon as possible. The offline racing, I'd imagine there might be some more variety in the cars and tracks and events, and it will run slightly better on the PC, because when you go online, they limit a few things to make everyone have the same experience, which is fine by me. So let's have a look. Let's push a button. Okay, we're in. Let's put it on this one. This might be the best way to set me up. Hello, everyone. I'm down here now. I'm normally up there. Now I'm down here. Hello. So, this is the game at the moment. Now, this is the Welcome Center, everybody. You can see in the top here it says Welcome Center. So, it's a bit of a highlights package, I guess, of what's going on. Ah, Dave, you've never played a Forza game. Interesting. I played a few... Well, okay, let's talk about that then while we're here. Good morning, poops. Tuned into Jeff FM for the day. 97X. Bam! The future of sim racing. There you go. Who remembers that movie reference? 97X. Bam! The future of rock and roll. Poop, I don't know if you had any annoying older brothers, but my bro went around saying that for about 10 years. Bam! The future of rock and roll. Oh boy, it used to drive me mad. 97X. I'm going to stop now. So, we had the Welcome Center. This is the highlights. This is the highlights page. Let's talk about my Forza history before I get distracted. I played a lot of the Forzas. I might have played Forza 1 and 2. I probably played like number 4, 5. I played a bit of 7 and 6. I played a bit of 7 because it's the last one for a long time. But I never really got into 7, to be honest. And now this is Forza Motorsport. So there's no numbers. There we go. Raris played number 5. Oh, and let's not forget Forza Horizon, which is an arcadey thing. And I played all of them. They were great fun. They were good fun. Maybe towards number 4 and 5. Well, 4 was the English one, wasn't it? So that was exciting. 5 was the Mexican one, which looked great, but I never really played a lot of. It's a shame. I think it had a good landscape. I think the first one in Australia, the soundtracks on Forza Motorsport were incredible, weren't they? Anyway, it keeps auto-correcting. Oh no, Rarish. Yeah, we've got the only Formal. Oh dear. Tough one there, mate. I hope that doesn't keep that in for you. So, yeah, I've got a bit of Forza history, I guess. I've played most of them, I think. They were never very, they were never simulation like style. They were never very intense on that. They were what people like to call simcade, right? It wasn't an arcade game. You're not playing in third person, swinging around a track with bright power-ups. There's none of that. It is racing. But of course, you know, for controller and the casual player, they need to make it more accessible. Ultimately, make it easier to drive. For this one, I'm not sure. Yeah, yeah. Exactly, Ian. Where is the GT7 music rally? That's what we need. Loading says the game. The game indeed, loading. The game. This is the game. So I don't know where this sits, really. I've had a few laps and it felt challenging. But I don't know how challenging it can really be. Put it that way. We'll find out. So yeah, that's about it. I've dumped my pedals and camera down here. I think there's a track map that will sit in that little hole, but I might have to move some things around. Okay, Rarish says, that's how I played the FM5 like. First ever game I got for Xbox. Cool. That's how I played the FM5 like. That's how you played it. So we're going to play this. We're going to play Forza Motorsport. We're going to try it out. We're going to, like I say, do some test driving to start, I think. And then we'll try a bit of the a few offline races and then the multiplayer. Now, I don't know if I've got to build up my car or something like that. I don't know what is going on, team. Excuse me, they have changed things. So I don't really know what's going on. I'm learning with you today, okay? We're learning together. Ah, there we go. Third person with controller. Yeah, exactly, right? That's Marcian. Have you been let out of timeout? Is it? Let me just check my notes. Hold on. Let me just have a look at this. Sorry, mate. You're still in timeout. But maybe soon. Maybe later. Maybe this afternoon session. Who knows? But yeah, there you go. Good to have you here. And is that really you in a Simpsons character? Or is that one of the Simpsons characters? I can't really tell. But that was a thing years ago, wasn't it? Get yourself a Simpsons character. I think it was on Facebook or something. I'm sorry, Marcian. It's tough, isn't it? It really is. It's hard work. But there we go. Look, Marcian. Oh, nice one. Loving the beard, mate. I am 40, Marcian. And I don't grow any facial hair. I must be Benjamin Button, right? Am I Benjamin Button, gang? Is this a secret? Yes. Yes, it is. I'm nervous. Hi, don't get me going. Raresh, it's permanent for Marcian. He's such a naughty guy. He's got history. Yeah. I can't remember what he said, but he said something once. That's all we know. All we know is, at some point, he said something, and it put him in timeout. And it's kind of perpetual now. Like one of those balls. That's Marcian right now. Perpetual motion machines. One joke. Right. Oh! There you go, everyone. So, I guess a little bit of this. Well, yeah. You see, this isn't really like Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo goes hard on the idea of car collecting, I think, and that kind of thing in car culture. Forza, it kind of does it, but not really. It's more about what we're racing next, I guess. I'm using these headphones today because I don't trust my little earbuds to last about 4, 5, 6 hours, however long it is. So let's just use this. How's my hair, everyone? Make sure my hair's good. Okay, I've got music. You haven't. I'm probably going to have to kill that. So here we have a little bit of detail for you all. So we have here a front-wheel drive, front-engined car. So you can see the little graphic. You see the little graphic with the car symbol? Thank you, Dan. Thank you. And you can see there's a little dot to show the engines at the front, and then the front wheels are highlighted. Okay, can you see my mouse pointer? I think you can, can't you? Yeah. So you can see here we've got the front engine and the front wheels. So this isn't front-wheel drive with front-engined. A workmate took a photograph on Carnival with a knife in the head, and one of the employees from my team had this Simpsons version made for me as a farewell gift. She had expected them to do it without the knife, but they didn't. Cute. I've only just realised the knife, if that's any help, by the way. Oh no, more pressure! More pressure from the gang! Morning, Stephen, morning! Oh, the pressure, I can't handle it. Do you know what? I had a go last night, Steve, on the NSX GT3 at Spa, and it was the best racing game I've ever played. Hey, go and download it. Go and download it right now. Best game I've ever played. You know. Right, so cheers. Oh, it's also a PI performance indicator, I think, of 704. Not bad. And it's S class. Steve, I don't make the rules here. You asked me. Well, you told me it better be good. I'm telling you it's good. I'm telling you it's better than good. Download it now. No, Ian, we won't. I'm the judge and jury here. I've got the wheel. Okay, I'm playing it, and I'll tell you how good. What if I just lie? What about that, chat? Should I do that? Should I just lie? Should I just be like, oh, yeah. So, guys, it's the best game ever. You have to go and download it. And then you're all going to go and download it, aren't you? This is influencer marketing right here. We're getting it, gang. We're getting there. We're hitting the big time today. Okay. Does the brake or... No, they don't work. Okay. So, one thing I've noticed already was that when I started the game after closing it, my pedals were not sorted out. So let's do that immediately, shall we? Yeah, there's a bug for you. If I lie, Poop's going to put me in timeout. How does that even work, mate? I don't know about that, mate. There we go. I mean, does this thing work? It probably does, but I'm a bit nervous about using it. There we go. Do you know what? What you might have noticed, Marchand, is the distinct lack of mods in my chat. Now, that might be a brave thing. I remember back in the day, we used to get loads of abuse on the YouTube chats from random bots. I don't really see that. I'm probably not popular enough. And no one's really come on here and been that nasty, surprisingly, in 7 months. Isn't that a bit weird, actually? No one in 7 months has come in here and been nasty, I don't think. Maybe the internet is improving. Right, let's save that. I should hire more. Raresh, you putting your bid in? I'm in Tottenham with work tomorrow, so might come knocking to put you in timeout. Hey! Hey, Poops, are you driving? And if you are, I am really not that far from Tottenham. I'm about 20 minutes. 15, 20 minutes. So if you want to come along, bro, and say hello, that'd be lovely to see you. Yeah, it's not like that, Marchand. Right, depends on the pay. Depends on the pay. Okay, what can I offer you? I mean, you get everything already, Rash. I'll give you everything I have. You know that. Every time I get something, I'm like, Rash, you're getting it. So maybe you owe me some modding. Have you thought about that? Maybe you owe me, buddy. Right, I'm going to kill the music because I'm scared. So let's kill the music. Is there a streamer mode? No. Oh, there is microphones, by the way, but we're not doing that. We are not doing that. It sounds like fun, but I will get abuse. You chose me, not my fault. No, I think the stars aligned, Raresh, and we're here together. Train to Northumberland. Won't have time to come say hello. Ah! So you can't put me in timeout. Ah! Nice try, guys. I'm safe. Right. Music's off. Wait, I swear I just turned off the audio. Why am I still hearing it? Music. Oh, I did voice chat. There we go. Music. There we go. That's clever, Jeff. Very clever. Okay. Now you guys can get involved. There's a bit of game audio for you. You can't hear a single thing. Apart from menu clicking buttons. It was an empty threat, wasn't it? We flushed that one out very quickly, Poops. Raresh says meant to be. I know, Raresh. Right. You guys have probably heard enough of my voice now, and you're only really here for one thing. So, free play. Any car, any track. Look, I don't want to bore you with the menus. We've gone into racing. Career, offline. Featured multiplayer. I guess ranked. Free play. Test tracks. Rivals. Just you, the track, and the ghost of the next best driver. Interesting, rivals. Interesting. Porsche, says Raresh. Raresh, I've got about 4 of them already, so you might see me drive it first, and then you'll get really annoyed with the sound. Private multiplayer. Host. Look at that. What more could you want? What more could you want? I'm covering the multiplayer bit. We've got private multiplayer, rivals, free play, featured multiplayer, and career. 5 zones. Perfect. Surely. Surely, perfect. Let's go to free play. Let's go to quick event setup. I'm all day. You want me to do a Porsche? Look at all the cars. These are all the cars, by the way. So, I've got my own cars here. I could be forever doing this, couldn't I? I've got my own cars here. We've got the Acura, the Audi, the BMW, the BRM, the Chevrolets, the Ford, the Honda, the Hyundai, the Mercedes, the Oldsmobile. Here you go. There you go. 911 GT3R from 2018, which is probably one of the cars that was in ACC. So yes, for you, Rarish, I'll try that first. We've got Subarus, Toyotas, Vauxhall, Volkswagen. We just got that car, didn't we? So yes, we have people of all ages. Let's select the Porsche. There we go. We just changed car. Now we have game type. We're not doing a circuit race. Let's do a test drive. Let's do Spa. What else have we got? Eagle Rock, Grand Oak. Do the cars integrate for real life? Do you own all these cars IRL? Raresh, I do believe if you play this game enough and win every event they ever create, you'll be able to have IRL of these cars. Depends how you look at it. Grand Oak Raceway, the track. We have Hakone, which I think is a... See, one of the good things about games like this is they make their own tracks up, which is interesting because they don't have to pay for the license and they can do what they want. Bit of artistic license. So, Hakone. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Homestead Miami Speedway. I don't know. Indianapolis is, of course, the famous Indianapolis. Kyalami. How about a bit of Kyalami, gang? Maybe we should try that. Le Mans, which I don't know very well. I used to know it years ago. Lime Rock. Maple Valley. Mid-Ohio. Mugello. I know a lot of people like Mugello. Nürburgring. And I know the Nordschleife is coming next year or later this year. Road America. Silverstone Racing Circuit. Suzuka. Virginia. Watkins Glen. Pook, go buy the game now. We have Watkins Glen. Laguna Seca. And that is it. Now, I hear you're shouting, Raresh. Oh, no, sorry, Steve. It'd be good if you showed the track layout. Let's have a look at track layout. There we go. We have Laguna old school layout. Look at that. Dan's happy with Watkins. Steve is happy with Road America. Steve said it's mega. Let's have a look. Where is Road America? And we've got the East route as well as the full circuit. There you go. We've got Nürburgring. At the moment, we've just got the GP and the Sprint. They will include the big old Nordschleife soon. What else have we got that's interesting? Le Mans. How many? Full circuit. Old Mulsanne with no... Yay! They've got it with no chicanes. Why not? That's the real one. Kyalami has got just a Grand Prix circuit. Homestead Miami. It's an oval. They've got an oval. Interesting. Hakone. What does it look like? Come on. Okay, Hakone is quite a short track. Okay. Quite simple, isn't it? I'm quite excited about all this. It's just, you know, new tracks, new cars. I'm a simple guy. Eagle Rock. We've got another oval. And then we've got an oval with the club. Oh, that one looks horrible. Who wants to do a 10-lap race around that in the community? Ugh. Ugh. Can you imagine having to brake and do those sharp turns in a car that's good on ovals? Not pretty. What else have we got then? Spa. We've got full circuit. Yep. Oh, hold on. So, for Barcelona, we've got, without the chicane, and then, interesting, it has got the chicane in the national circuit. Ooh. Oh, it would be fun, wouldn't it, Raresh? Okay, guys, I'm going to try. Do you know what? I fancy a bit of Kyalami. Let's try it. Now, we've got the time of day. Oh, look at this. Do you know what? I'm actually going to go for sunset and see how it works on those hills. Weather. Wow, look at that. There's a lot of choices there. Jeez. Rain, drizzle, overcast, fog, haze, looming clouds, partly cloudy, mostly clear, clear, variable. Wow. Let's do mostly clear. It would be, right. Okay, let's do this. Event setup. Do you know what? I get the feeling I could spend all day just doing silly test drives with different cars on different track layouts that I don't know. And then you get on Rivals and have a little go on the Rivals, don't you? Steve, you'd be awesome at Rivals. Ah, there's a corner called Sunset. What I need you to do, Steve, is you need to work out the stream delay. It's probably about 5 or 6 seconds.
Many turns here at Kyalami are named after local wildlife, such as crocodiles, cheetah,
I think we might be about being to the jump here.
Leopard.
Beautiful. Load of turns here are named after local wildlife. Ah. So, Steve, what you've got to do is work out the stream delay, and then as I'm coming up to Sunset, you've got to be, this is Sunset. And get it right so I know which one it is. And maybe say if it's a left or right hander as well. Nah. Juice done. Ooh. Sharp. Right. Welcome to Forza Fun Fact now. There's more options, of course. We're getting settled in. We've got a difficulty. I'm going to go for 7 on the driver tar. There you go. And expert rules. There you go. Save that. And I can choose my car again here, or maybe change the event here. Interesting. What have I got? Event setup. Okay, so I can basically have to go into the menu to change it again. I get you. I see. Fine. Oh, I've done that. Acceptable. Right. Should we go out on track, everyone? Shall we? Let's do it. How do I account for you binning it? So mean. Ooh. Ignore that, team. I wonder which way up my wheel was. Is my wheel good? Yeah, we're good. Okay. Okay, let's get used to everything, shall we? Okay, we have some reflections on the windscreen. Very nice. Very nice reflections on the windscreen. I'm liking that. Look, we've got a helicopter. Every game can have a helicopter. We have variations of light across the track. And yes, everyone, that is a driving line braking marker. And I know I'm going to need it on track. Now, you might have noticed there will be lots of things going on. On the top right, we've got our segment scores. I think I'm in a good position here with the older. Yeah, my camera's in a good position. Right, so let me get a feel for everything. I'm going to be a bit all over the place. I don't even know where I'm looking on the screen. Do you know what I mean? We can definitely hear you over max RPM. I don't know if that was a... Are we going for the sarcasm group, Rarish? Always a bit of a tricky one. Oh, in fact, yeah, there you go. Right, there we go. Is that more evened out, gang? How's the audio mix? I haven't changed down the master volume on the game, so I'm not surprised. It's a bit loud. Better or perfect? Would you like the game to be a bit quieter? No, it's because I haven't changed the max volume on the game, bro. The game max volume will still be on 100%, I think. Whereas on ACC it's on about 50 at the moment. Well, the wheel feels quite heavy, which I'm normally a fan of. I like my wheel to feel quite heavy. I am definitely getting understeer simulator vibes. There doesn't seem to be much oversteer. Ooh, go on engine, singing a little bit. Okay, the brakes seem a little bit sharper. I don't know. Barry, good morning. I am off work for today and tomorrow, thank you very much, sir. I booked these days off just to entertain you, Barry. Oi, Steve, I'm going to be driving on lots of random track today, so the racing line is on. Although I must admit, it does make you use it. You don't look far enough down the track when it's on, so I should possibly turn it off for Kyalami, but you know. Okay, so David said, is there car setup, traction control, ABS? So, there is definitely car setup, Dave. There is car setup. I'm not sure, Dan. I want to say it's ray tracing, but I'm not sure if it is, to be honest. I think it might be. I think it's like basic ray tracing. I mean, I've got a 2080 Ti. I've got things on Ultra. But yeah, we've got the reflections on the windscreen. Let's try and do a fast lap, I guess. It looks good, doesn't it? Let's face it, it does look good. I don't know how much YouTube compression is affecting it, but on my screen, it does look good. I am enjoying the different graphical effects. In terms of driving, well, let's try and go a bit faster, shall we? Let's try and go a bit faster. Okay. That's correct, Rarish, so far. Let's see what we're like in a few hours' time. To be honest, Rarish, I think the wet times in Kyle Army were like a 52. So maybe slower than that right now. We will find out, Steenie boy, we will find out. I had a little bit of oversteer there. I'm not really feeling much of the lift off oversteer in the Porsche, which I know does quite a lot of. Oh, no, that was 100. I thought that was the 50, that was the 100, which would have made it worse. Anyway. Okay, I've got stuff going on around my screen I'm not quite sure of yet. We'll figure it all out. I guess you want to know how it feels, right? So, the wheel feels quite heavy. And it is giving me bits of feedback. I couldn't tell you that it's giving me a lot of detail about what the car's doing. I've got the road effects up quite high. Mostly the wheels just want to centre. Oh well, cheers Barry. Will do, sir. Tune back in later on, see how we're doing. Right, 1:55 is a wet time, so let's see if we can get a bit more of a normal time, shall we? I think the car could do with having a little bit more. Yes, so we have different tyre compounds and fuel loads. So you choose your fuel load and your tyre compound in the race, and a lot of the races will have a mandatory pit stop. So you'll choose your strategy of, you know, soft and hard, two mediums, whatever. Starting hard in the traffic, being a bit of a roadblock. Oh. And my car's leveled up. There we go, I'm level 3 for the car now. Okay, interesting that was. That was interesting. If you keep holding the spin, it will stay straight, I think. That's what just happened there. I mean, in a way, Rarish, but also, you know, you could argue that having things like the car level and the segment scores and the RTX and the quite layered multiplayer, that it's maybe a bit more than your average sim. Oh, the sausage, you can eat it! Okay, you can eat the sausage, everyone. I can confirm the sausage is edible at Kyle Army. I get the feeling I'm using normal, you know? I mean, I changed all the settings yesterday, but maybe... Okay, look, so. Suggested line, we've got braking on for now. Let's just take that off for now. We've got ABS on. That's all you can do. Throttle is unassisted. Steering is simulation. Allow manual steering. Traction control. Off. Stability control. Off. Let's try that. We turned off all the assist. Now this is not the setup. So if you go to tune car.
Tuning is all about making small incremental changes.
I'm sure it is, my dear.
Testing them out on track during practice and dialing it in. Some upgrade parts include more tuning options, giving you even more control over your car's performance.
I do. You're right, Steve, but I'm just trying it. I'm seeing how slippy it gets. Also, I think when you've got like a soft tyre that's run out of grip, I bet it will be feeling quite slippy then. Okay, so there's tyres, there's gearing, which you can't normally change in a GT3 car. Interesting. I can't see anything about the electronics, I'll be honest. I think the electronics are a bit more baked in, should we say. Right? So, if we go back. In the settings, it's here. Traction and stability control. But otherwise, there is no traction and stability control. Stability control I want off. Well, I've got them both off. Let's go. Let's see how it feels now. I think, is that every assist off? It was, wasn't it? This is every assist off. Okay. Starting to wonder if I want ABS, quite frankly. Okay. Yeah, you might be right, Steve. Let's just try it. I mean, I'm pushing it pretty hard. I get the feeling that compared to... I mean, to be honest, GT3 has a bit of aero, so it probably should feel a bit sticky, right? Because they're going to have, like, you know, the Oldsmobile cars, all the American ones, they're going to be swingy. Okay, we can get a bit of exit. Gotta get used to the steering timing. The steering doesn't feel as sharp. I don't know if I can change that. I think I just saw the thing about the steering linearity. I think I saw the thing about the steering linearity, so maybe I can change that. A bit like the steering ratio setting in ACC. Yeah, the ABS is kind of ABS-y, like it's a real road car rather than a race car, I'd say. So maybe you shouldn't mash the ABS, I don't know. Okay, now on the exits you've got to pay a little bit of attention. Okay. I've got to pay a little bit of attention now on the exits. Too off track, not a good look. But, you know, what I'm doing here is I'm comparing like for like on something that probably isn't that wise. So comparing a GT3 car at Kyle Army. Ooh, okay, it's a bit livelier now, okay. I think TC is the one. Comparing this to ACC, I don't want to say it's unfair, but maybe it's not very relevant. Maybe I should be trying other cars on other tracks here, because that's what this game can do. We already have a GT3 simulator on Kyle Army that does it perfectly, and that is of course Assetto Corsa Competizione. So, I'll be honest, Steve, I think you'll probably want a TC off. At least we know ACC is going to go away any soon. Isn't. Oh, good, thank you, because all the words there were in one sentence. Okay, so, isn't going to go away anytime soon. Well, I mean, apparently I don't know what's going on with ACC because... Okay, you probably want TC on. Ooh, a bit of smoke, everyone. There go the FPS. Right, let's try and add on sport. There we go. Okay, TC on sport, stability control off. So I try and do a decent lap, everyone. Would you like that? I like all the detail. I do like the detail. I like the names on the turns. It keeps telling you your segments, how you're doing in each sector. There is a bit more detail in that way. They're kind of gamifying a test lap, basically. Test laps aren't meant to be that interesting. But here they are trying to make ways to make it appealing to people, which I think is quite cool. The stability control is definitely for braking, I think. It's fun. Turn it off. Yeah, you can put a bit more sideways in with no stability. So that's cool. With traction control, you can see it's fighting my car there. I mean, no TC. I won't say it's boring, but it's a little bit easy. With the TC on, I should say. With TC off, it's a bit exciting. I don't know. I doubt it. I'm going to guess it's a no. I keep missing this turn on this one. That line, that segment line's really throwing me off. There are track details that are different to ACC and they can be a bit confusing. I'll tell you that much. The fact that we have a 100-meter board instead of a 50 at the top of the hill. Let's have a look, Steve. Can we do brake balance? I'm going to go for no, but let's have a look. Braking. Balance. There we go. Of course you can. Braking balance. Differential. The steering wheel. Lock range. Interesting. The percentage to maximum will be used for steering this car from your garage. Oh. Oh. Alright, and bind a key to it. Hold on. Hold on, no. You won't be binding any key to brake balance, I don't think. You might be able to, but I doubt it. I mean, bring it back a little bit, Wretch. We are on what is technically a console game for controller. 200% FFP? Why would you do that to me? No. Fuel and tyre, what have we got here? Fuel load, 100%, tyres medium. We're going soft, gang. They reckon the lap time on the soft is 1.3 seconds faster. Ooh, okay. Bit ropey. Drop the fuel out. Yeah, alright. I see what you're saying. I just realised that is a lot of fuel. Ah, it's cute. Look, the lap time changes. As you change your fuel and tyre, there will, won't there? I've got 7 laps of fuel, but I get the feeling the fuel won't go down each lap in test drive. I don't know, does it? I still said 35 laps. I didn't save it, I don't think. Let's try that again. How do we change the fuel? Maybe we want to go over the pit line? Pit marker? Or the the finish line? Well, what happens when we pit? Come on. What does a pit look like in Forza? Okay, you just drive in, I'm guessing at full speed. And then you can choose your tyre type. Let's go for soft. And then your fuel. And drivetrain. Interesting. And now you got the animation for the pit. Look at that. Go on, lads. And then off we go. That's quite cool. I've got heavy fuel. They won't let me do a low fuel run, Steve. I don't know. It'll take time to find the right settings. The tech is online racing. It's a bunch of crazy people. And seeing as the RNS are, well, Poop, I'm sure like me, you've seen a few online races already, and safety rating, penalties, all these things, that actually seem quite good. I'll be honest. Like, Kai 25, I don't know how many of you know Kai 25, he's a bit of a Gran Turismo 7 lover, and he was very disparaging earlier on about the game, and then he went on in the evening and played online and was like, oh, the online's really fun! He speaks like that. So, yeah, I mean, I feel like the only way they're going to get anything from it is having decent online, right? Surely. Well, I'll tell you what. Oh, and the damage is now on. Interesting. I don't remember there being damage before. That's weird. That is weird. Does anyone... No, I suddenly got damage. That is weird. Okay, let's go to... That was weird, that damage suddenly came on. Without stability control... Yeah. That was, I mean, I felt like I only touched the curb, and then I couldn't really control it after that, to be honest. It just spun down the way. Right. I'm going to do the same... Why does it only show you GT3s at this point? I find that interesting. Why are these the eligible cars? Right, we've got the NSX, the Audi. Look, let's try the Audi. Let's give the Audi a spin. And I'm guessing it won't let me do that. I'll try it though. I don't like the fact that you've got to do an extra button to go back in menus. That's not very nice UI. Okay. Right, I can change the car fuel, Steve, if I start with it. But on the track, I can't change the fuel. Okay, guys, let's go. Let's do this. Damage is now a thing. You say obviously, I was able to change tyre compound on the track. Okay, I think stability control might be a thing. Let's just put that on sport for now. It did look weird, it felt weird. How do we reset damage? Oh, who wants to see some telemetry? There we go. What else have we got? Bit arcadey with loads of different races, lots of upgrading and playing with car mods. I'm curious at the minute, but not sold yet. It depends what you're looking for. Let's not forget. What are we looking for? I am looking for a bit of variety in my racing sometimes, and I do want there to be lobbies ready for it, and a bit of variety in my tracks. This will do that. I have ACC. That kind of covers a lot of my competitive racing needs, I think, at the moment. This is... We'll see, the online thing, with the rating and the safety, I might get into that. I might get into it. You might. Oh, let's not forget, gang, we have about... Hey! Nice try, Steve. Well, look, if AMF2 wants to do a whole UI, then why not? How about this? We have got, in the community, about 7, I think, game passes for the PC to give out. They last 14 days. I think we have about 7 so far. So I'm sure you are, Robin. Not very many will. Not very many will. That market is smaller than you could possibly imagine. Right, can we reset? Because I've got damage now. So now I've got damage, what do I do? Now what do I do? I've basically gone back to the event menu. Because I've got damage. And the car is... Okay. Take you down some more then. 42.3 they reckon. They're not joking around here. Okay. Let's go again, gang. Let us go again. You guys enjoying all the telemetry? No, you can't see it all, can you? Shame. Oh, you're not getting my, Oh, you are getting my brake. Sorry, I was looking at my clutch and handbrake. Like, where are they gone? Watch my trail braking, Steve. Look how beautifully high that number stays. Learn from the best, Steve. That's what they say, innit? Okay, so at this point, let's make a disclaimer. I have never driven a GT3 race car in my life, and I couldn't begin to imagine what it genuinely feels like. He is, isn't he, Robin? You gotta love it. Okay, so I think one thing that this confirms for me is just how incredible the force feedback in Assetto Corsa Competizione is. Now, it's quite funny because there are some people who insist that Assetto Corsa has better feedback than ACC. I'm not one of those people. Oh, that snapback is weird, I'll tell you that much. Okay, so Pooper made a very good point. Let's not forget that the main thing we love about ACC is LFM. None of us are playing career mode or just online lobby. We want to increase our driver rating, etc. I would largely agree with you. I think there's some caveat in that. I think just any competitive racing, really, let's face it. Have I got max rear wing? I've no idea, buddy. I can find out for you. Well, ironically, Poop, you could argue that ACC has no online element, because LFM was a third-party add-on, right? So yeah, without LFM, ACC was about to die in the water, really. Jump onto a race. Okay. I must admit, at the moment, I'm not really feeling any of the accuracy that you get in ACC. Like the braking and the release of the brakes and the turning in and stuff like that. It does feel at the moment a lot more vague, but I guess that's because I'm just not used to it. Pick a track you're comfy on. Well, Rob, I mean what, do you want me to do it offline, you mean? An offline race? I think I can do that, yeah. I've got the Builders' Cup to do, so I'm going to do that. And that will be some slow cars, probably, if you're okay with that, gang. Yeah, I changed the road effects, Dan. Well, I changed the road effects, and that's about it, I think, so far. Online? I'm not sure if I can go online, can I? I might have to unlock a few things, Robin. Let me have a look. Look at the beautiful skyline there. Johannesburg in the distance. Really like how it feels with controller. Nice. Good to hear. Okay, that's me doing a lap. That was a 148. There's a lot of work to do, gang. A lot of work to do. Four attempts up on the split. You can see that I'm a level 3 on this car. I'm just busy leveling up. Robin, busy leveling up. I know you really want to see what the online system is like. A 9.6 segment score, that's not bad, is it? I just realised the big sunset word at the bottom of the screen. Steve. I know, it's alright, isn't it? I'm learning all the caller names, it's quite cute. There's the S's. Oh well. Right, you got me thinking, Robin. There you go, the names of the corners, it's quite cute. Okay, let's... I don't know what I just said, but my home Google just went mental. Right. Okay. That's Kyle Army in a couple of GT3 cars. Slowly getting the gist of it. It feels quite different to ACC, I think, so you would have to get used to it a bit, for sure. Okay, let's have a look at the multiplayer, Robin. Come on. Let's have a look. Thanks everyone who tuned in this morning and dropped a like and everything. It's good to have you all with me as we find out a bit about this new game. Okay. So, race. Featured multiplayer.
In featured multiplayer, you'll have the opportunity to compete at the international level against some of the best drivers in the sport. It will take 100% focus and practice and qualifying for us to have any chance at success on race day.
All right. Okay, Robin asks, how much is it? So, Game Pass on PC is £8 a month. The game itself is probably about 50 quid. That's my guess. And Robin, we have about 7. There you go, free on Game Pass. So Game Pass about £8 a month. And there's lots of other games you can play. Now, I have about 7 Game Passes to give out. 14-day Game Passes. Which is more than enough time to try this game. So, 14-day Game Passes. We've got 7 to give away. So, like the thumb there. Back in a second, gang. Oh, no, wrong one. Hello. Back again. So, welcome to Featured Multiplayer, Robin. Qualifier Series. Compete with drivers from around the world in scheduled events. Complete 3 events in the Qualifier Series to unlock additional series. Your performance in these events will determine your initial skill rating and safety rating, both of which are used in matchmaking. Featured multiplayer events start with a practice and qualifying period, followed by a race. Start in practice, begin qualifying when ready, and then the race begins when the timer runs out. Okay, pretty simple. FRR. Here we go, guys. This is going to be the real killer. FRR. Avoid car collisions. Do not cut the track. Penalty time may impact finish position and safety rating, and may lead to disqualification. There we go. And finally, safety rating. Safe driving is key to... Robin, are you listening to this? Robin, can you see this, Robin? Safe driving is key to racing online in any game, especially Forza Motorsport. Safety rating is assigned based on how well you follow regulations, avoid penalties. Some series may require a minimum safety rating. Ooh. And you can see the skill rating as well, right? Yes, Robin. I saw Boosiv do that last night. Boosiv, you watching? You lurking anywhere? I saw Boosiv go flying into his pit lane yesterday. That got him a big old drive through. I've unlocked a reward. I've got new rim styles for the Porsche GT3. There you go. How about that, Raresh? Next, I've got a Honda. Nice. A rim style for the Audi. Tyre width on the Porsche. Okay, things are getting interesting now. 8.3 when you're not on track with me, mate. You're lucky I don't appear. You're lucky I don't report you, Rob. You'd have nothing left. You're being a rookie, buddy. Okay, so Steve, you can start messing with the cars, can't you? So while it is technically a GT3, I think you can play with it and add things to it, like more speed and grip and all sorts. Interesting. Rim size unlocked. Okay. So qualifying series it is. 7 laps of where? Hakone. I don't know Hakone. I need that brake marker back, don't I? Okay. An event at 10:30 is the next one. Okay. I've just missed one, I think, by a few minutes. There's one every 20 minutes, it looks like. I can rent a car, but basically the Honda's what we're all driving, so let's select that. Okay, here we go.
Be fast, but avoid drifting your car through the big turns here at Hakone. Scrubbing speed like that will mean losing time to your competition.
Right, we have 10 people on the server. One person's on the microphone, but we won't be hearing them. I guess we practice ends in 15 minutes. I don't know if that means we can go to quali. I don't know what I'm doing, right? I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, there's now 12 drivers. Okay, cool. Don't know what I'm doing. Has anyone got a rating? No, I don't think you have a rating yet, I'm guessing. Okay, the car. Fuel and tyres. We're doing 7 laps, aren't we? So let's do that. Should we do the soft tyre? Yeah. Soft tyre. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm pretending. I know it's 7 laps, right? Is Ramoncino Rarish probably? Let's have a look. Where's Ramoncino? Yeah, there you go. Ramoncino. Is that you, Rarish? Right. I've done the fuel and tyres. Now I could tune the car, but don't know what I'm doing here. So not ideal. I think what will happen is I'll probably be loading other people's setups. Oh, we've got a bit of info here. Okay, so Dan says for quali soft, for race, the soft will die in the last 2 laps. Shall we find out? Could be interesting. Okay, this is different. We're applying the setup, and then we probably need to do some laps, right? Oh, I'm yawning like a biatch. Right, don't hate me. We're putting the braking line on for this. I do not know what I'm doing. There is qualifying available. Interesting. Do I get like 3 qualifying laps? Is that the idea? Let's change over in about 6 minutes. Practice is great for familiarising yourself. Totally. Oh, do you like my purple race suit, by the way, gang? I shouldn't have fast ordered that, should I? Okay, so this is the Hakone circuit from Forza. My first turn is a right-hander. Okay, it's a long one. It's a shame the engine doesn't really let you know that you're over-revving, I'll be honest. That's not the impression I'm getting. Okay, it's all pretty casual. And then we've got and then is this no, is it the full circuit? And then there is a bit of understeer on the throttle because we're in a front engine car, front wheel drive, I should say, sorry, front wheel drive car. So there is going to be understeer on throttle. When you take your foot off the throttle, there's loads of turning. I don't feel like I can quite chuck it in, but there you go. Okay, we're just building up our knowledge of the track, getting familiar with the car. Feel like I've got out of gear a bit early there. Shift gear is a bit slow. Off track, good to know. Okay, we're slowly getting used to Hakone Circuit. There's a little stadium feel here with the LED screens on the side. Very nice.
Till race start.
Okay, 10 minutes till race start. We should put in a qualifying lap soon. Not that I'm confident here yet, but what can you do? What can you do? Rear view mirror is indeed horrible. Yes, people have said that. It's definitely low quality, but I'm kind of used to that from Forza, to be honest. Because, sorry, from ACC, because you have a high quality mirror, it just kills your graphic. I'm kind of used to that. Leveling up the car while going off track, that's the cold cloth way. Do you know what? I think if anything, what this is telling me is please AC2 be really good and accessible. Because if AC2 comes out with cars and tracks and good physics, it will probably poop all over this. But it does need a good online system. It's a problem, isn't it? Kunos don't do online systems. This will have a great one. This will have a great online system. It's too big and you're being chased by bubble cars. Interesting. Okay. Well, I don't know if it's because my FOV is a bit close. There are some rather awkward panel gaps in the front left corner of this car, you may have noticed. Okay, can I become the king of Forza? Let's see. David needs all sorts. And even if it had that, you wouldn't really find enough people to race with. How many friends have you got that are racing ACC all the time at random times a day? I mean, like you say, you can't even join servers. I have to pay for our servers. I pay every month for our servers. Oh, is that me, Dave? Yeah, you need online systems that are managed, but that costs money. Costs a lot of money, and iRacing is the only one that has a subscription model, right? So they can do it because people pay them every month. It's a bit like you could argue that FIFA, NFL, any game that comes out every year when it's basically the same thing. Any game that does that is basically subscription model gaming. They've got a platform, and to make money from it, they call it a new number every year and kill off the code for the old one, even though it's the same game. It's a subscription model. People pay FIFA like £100 a year subscription model. They don't realise. So I think most games should go for like, you know, £40 a year subscription models. Because every game now is expected to have a massively online platform, which is being curated and looked after and everything else. Keep getting off track there, not good. Right. I thought we were ghosted in practice. That was weird. I thought we were ghosted in practice. Alright, let's go qualify, champs. I'm excited. This sounds like a lot of work, and you still need... I don't know, Dave, you need a lot of people. You need a lot of people over a long period for that kind of thing to work. I don't know. It wouldn't be... You need a good online service which is managed by the company which made the game, basically. That's what you need. I mean, we're lucky to have LFM, right? Without that, ACC would be a little bit dead in the water, right? I mean, all you'd have is community races. And even then, they're not ranked or anything. It's just,
5 minutes till race.
you know, you could argue people do splits where they do that kind of stuff, but yeah. Right, let's see if we can keep one on track, shall we? Oh, I feel like we've gone up too early there. Let's see if we can keep one on track. Good morning to everyone who's tuned in. It's great to have you all with me here today as we commemorate this momentous occasion of trying a new racing game together. It does feel very tame. P3! Look at it, gang! I'm on fire! I'm on fire. My split is so similar. E2!
1 remaining.
This might be a team. Wow, Drago going very fast, 1 second faster than me. My soft tyres are starting to get a bit dead. Okay, we've got a higher starting speed for this lap. Oh.
Good run out there. Currently P3.
Oh, is it 3 laps? Is that the idea? You get 3 laps, don't you? And I've got P3. That's not bad. Not bad, P3. That guy ahead is finding a lot of time though, isn't he? I recommend the tyre, medium tyre. Kai was struggling with softs. Okay, thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Back in 1 second, gang. Hold on, Robin. You can do what? If you had friends, you could show up on the lobby so you can see where they are and join them.
30 seconds to race start.
Can you, Robin? I've missed that one. But also, unless you plan it together, are you ever going to really... going to find at the right time. It is a new Rarish. Okay, fair enough. Steve noticed it. Oh, I don't know, you guys are better than me. Right, on the right-hand side below me... Oh, I've gone to the wrong... Sorry. On the right-hand side, over here, we have the Honda Civic radar. It was quite low. Why is there a flipped car? I did not see that. I missed that, Rarish. You can clip it for me. I'm thinking, team, maybe we'll make it till lunchtime today, like 1 p.m, and then I'll have lunch. And then this afternoon, do I do a stream? I don't know. Not sure. And then tomorrow, I think I might stream in the afternoon. So I'll have Oh, hello. Well, that'd be unfortunate. Did it just crash? Oh, the game just crashed. I was about to go into the race. That's sad. Bugger. Okay, I've heard it might be a thing. I've heard crashes might be a thing. That's a shame. I was about to go into my first lobby. And the next one's at 10:50 now. Okay, Forza. Teething problems. I didn't click anything there. I don't think my hands were on the controls or anything. Just boom. It's a bit of a shame, isn't it, Dan? Bit of a shame. I mean, we're going to get a lot of practice for the next race at this rate. What happens if I just try and join in now? Oh. Yeah. That didn't quite work out. Hold on. Right. Okay. That's a shame. Do I join that one now? Which way? Yeah, I'm not surprised. Especially if you've got like millions of people all trying to go at the same time and it's new. So I'm not surprised by that. Right. We've got a bit of time. So let's have a look. Right, let's rent a car. I'm gonna go to the toilet very quickly. By the time I'm back, would someone like to suggest what car they'd like to see me in? There's lots of cars, you can guess probably any car. You name it, I'll drive it when I get back for 2 laps. See you in a sec. Hello, Dan. How you doing, sir? Good to see you. Steve doing some work. Wouldn't believe it. How are we doing? Yeah, we're doing good, thank you, mate. It's definitely early. It is definitely early. We are getting into Forza Motorsport here. I was just about to join my first online race and it crashed. Very sad. So we've got another one coming up in 15 minutes, which we're going to join in about 5 or so minutes. Until then, I just wanted to try out another car. What should I try, guys? Should I try an open wheel? Hey, not one of them. Is there anything open wheel here? Oh, they avoided that like the plague. We got that looks like fun. Oh, they got a BMW Pro car. 1974. Are they avoiding modern open wheelers like the plague? I was scanning through here very quickly. 2010 Orica. Come on. Yeah, we're not going to find anything that's open wheeler, are we? Formula. The old Bugatti. Yeah, hold on. We've got some very nice Ferraris. Anything else Ferrari? What other Ferraris we got? Lots. Oh. Hello. Hello. Come on then. Let's rent it. I think I can afford it. Right. Barcelona, Catalunya. Grand Prix circuit. Time of day is late afternoon. The weather is clear. And it's a test drive. Okay, so Danar, does it feel the same as every other Forza as I expect? To an extent, you're probably right. Yeah, it's going to feel more like Forza than any other game feels like Forza. You have got force feedback tuning settings now. So bear that in mind.
Catalunya is notorious for high G-force directional changes due to downhill and off-camber turns, which require minimal braking and consistent speed.
There we go. So that's a pretty car, isn't it? It's a pretty car. I know the models look like from 14 years ago, but we don't mind. Right. It does look pretty, and there are some nice graphical effects, Dan. There are. Oh, hello. Oh! Yes. So there's a few bugs. The first bug is the... Oh, I don't really need that, do I? But the good old inputs don't work. So every time I reset the game, it is resetting my pedals. And all the others, to be honest. Not that I'm particularly bothered. I'm only changing 2 buttons so far. And resume. I feel like I need a higher steering ratio, and I want the engine to rev a bit louder. Yeah, I feel like I'm having to do a lot more steering lock than I should, although Steve will tell you I always do too much steering lock. I don't know what I'm doing here, to be fair. Oh dear. It does feel a bit weird to control, I'll be honest. But again, it's because I probably just don't know it, that's all. But the steering does seem a little bit dead in this car. Like I'm turning and the car is not turning at all. And then when I accelerate, I'm just going wildly understeer there. I don't know. I mean, how many racing games do we need? Is ACC going to take up all of our time anyway? Or am I still gagging for some variety of some kind? Is ACC with AC cruises more than enough? Or do I want different racing? in little short, fast cars on short tracks sometimes. As you were saying, they said yeah. As you were saying, was it you, Dan, Skydiver? There's too many Dans here, by the way. That it's the online bit. Who was talking about the online bit being the most important? I can't remember now. Was that you, Steve? I can't remember. But the rating, for example, getting the rating. No, it's Robin, wasn't it? Talking about getting rating up. Yeah, I think Robin was talking about rating, and this has a rating system and a safety rating. So trying to improve that is something I'd be interested in. I guess, right? Be a competition. I guess. Oh yeah, good point. Oh, that's the rewind button, Fipsy, but thank you for that. Where's the camera button? Here we are. No. No, it's not. It's not linear. It's about... It's not massively off. I mean, I'm on 90 degrees now, and it's on about 70. It's off. It is off. So how do I change that? Let's have a look. Unfortunately, it seems that the settings are resetting every time. But let's see what we can change here. Oh, if my feedback settings will change then. Or is it just the input? I think it's just the input that's having a moment. Okay, fair enough. Why are you exclamation marked? Right. I would like a look back button, I must admit. There we go. Right, okay, advanced inputs. So, steering, axis, dead zone, no. Yeah, probably, because it does feel a bit slow. Steering self-alignment? Interesting. Oh boy, there's a lot. Oh boy, there's all sorts here. Steering linearity. No. Sensitivity. What do you reckon? This is a bit different. This isn't really... What do you reckon? I mean, multiplayer's going to start soon. Got steering sensitivity and linearity. What happens if we put that on 70? Have a look. And what I need to do is save it. Okay, see how that goes. Oh, now we're too much. Now we've overcooked it a little bit, but for the first part, it's right. Let's see how it feels. Or whether... It's better, it is better. I just think I might be overcooking it at some point. I've got to be careful. The more I turn, the worse it gets, I think. Which is probably a good thing. Yeah, a bit more drivable now. Woo, missed that one. Right. Let us go to our online race as quick as we can. Let us go to the online race. So far, we've talked a bit. We've messed around with a few tracks at Kyle Army in the Porsche and the Audi. We nearly got into an online race and it died. We're going to try again. Hopefully we're okay. For the 1050. Oh, entry ends in 6 seconds. That was close. Ah! No, I got in. Don't do that to me. Please don't do that to me. We might have been a bit late there, gang. Might have been a bit late. I remember it saying it was a few minutes before. I don't remember it being 5 minutes before. Oh well. Good to know. 5 minutes before entry is closed, team. Are you going to let me in? I'm a bit nervous now. We've already been kicked off. Well, the game crashed, to be fair. We didn't get kicked out. The game just crashed. Come on. Put us in. Now, I know yesterday when I tried to log on to the game, it wouldn't even let me log into the game. There's a problem getting into the game servers. So I wouldn't be surprised if the race servers are a bit up and down at the moment. And it could be like this for maybe a few weeks. These sort of things. Or maybe it's just the first few days and everyone's a bit excited and playing it. Who knows? Oh! Are we in? Are we in? Connecting to game server. Wow. I think we made... Oh, hold on. This is Suzuka. Okay, we're on the Suzuka East circuit. Interesting. And we're waiting to start the race. Well, this is exciting. Let's find out, team, how this is going to go. I'm glad I made it to the server, at least. Just about. We're now getting lots of black and loading screens. All part of the Forza experience at the moment. I've jumped in a bit late here. Little bit late. Okay, so very first impressions so far are that the graphics can be pretty. I do like these menu screens, those kind of things. Please do, Dan, please do. I was thinking about setting up a Forza space, but just put them in water cooler chat for now, if you don't mind. Is this game enough? You see, I think I've said this many times now. One of my biggest problems with racing and sim racing at the moment is anytime I play a game, within a few laps, I wish I was playing ACC. It's a slight problem I've got. It is a bit of a problem I've got. And AC kind of gets away with it when I'm doing cruising, because, you know, you're cruising on AC. But when I want to race my fastest on a track competitively, I really feel like I need to be in ACC at the moment. Now, maybe if I play it... Now, bearing in mind, I've got like 1,000 hours in ACC or something stupid. If I put 1,000 hours into this, maybe I'd just like how this feels. You know, subconsciously, you just get used to it, don't you? There's a lot of loading screens here. I'm worried that I might not make it to this race because I'm not really seeing anything happen. And we did join in very, very late. So hopefully they're kind enough to put us in here. Nice one, Dan. Appreciate it, sir. Everybody, check the Discord if you are going to play this today and you want to try Super GT settings. And Dan, that is the other problem. Driving other sims means I'm not in ACC and I'm probably going a bit slower. The time I'm spending on here, I could be spending in ACC and getting better. But, Dan, how good do we need to be in ACC? Really? How good are you ever going to be? You can only be so good. This isn't going very well. This is probably early doors, should we say. It's a bit early doors. Ah, it's a strain, isn't it, Dan? It's stressful. You know? Like... I don't know. Do you know what? It's not a wall, Dan, but what you'll probably find is, and I'm sure you've seen and known this before, is obviously when you're looking at the performance improvements, the improvements just become smaller and smaller. I think there's definitely improvements. I don't think there is a plateau. I think people think there's a plateau, but there's not. It just gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller improvements. until eventually you're going to be fighting over a couple of hundredths. But to get there, we are all a very long way away from, right? We know only the top esports guys are fighting over a few hundredths, and they race for 10 hours a day kind of stuff. I'm assuming, maybe don't. Unfortunately, Dan, I'm going to call you Skydiver. Unfortunately, Skydiver, yeah, game releases. I mean, you should learn not to be excited about game releases, really, because they do release them nowadays in an interesting state. This race isn't happening, is it? And I might have to do a quit here. I think I might have to kill the game, which is a shame. Bit of a shame. Okay, we're going to get an online race done. I don't care what you say. But yeah, I think this is toast. Maybe I could wait till the end of the race, but we're not going to do that, are we? So let's just kill you. There you go. I like the idea that Forza has a much, much higher player base potential, because ACC is incredibly niche, right? So I do like the fact that Forza has a higher player base potential. But what to say? I don't know. Are we just too used to ACC? Is there any way to make ACC more interesting? I mean, you could just deep dive on the LFM, couldn't you, really? I mean, I've done a bit of that, but never too intense, should we say. Can we get a little bit of a play on here? Should we try and play a game? Let's go race. I'm going to go featured multi... Oh, hello. And this one, Grand Oak. I'm joining the event now. Not late. We're joining it now. And I need to learn the track. So, yeah, I'm not that... I think I've said this a few times recently, Dan. Like, the problem is, if you play a game about 2 years after release, you get an infinitely better experience than the people who played it in the first few months. Like, a lot better than the same game. It's crazy. So, yeah, it's a bit of a shame. I would like to see games coming out a little more polished, but I understand the basic economics of, you know, finance and being stressed by things, so I'm not surprised we end up with this.
Don't be afraid to use the blue and white curbing on both sides of the Grand Oak Club layout, so you can get back on the throttle sooner exiting turns.
Okay, so, in answer to your chat there, we've got Dave Adams saying, does Forza appeal to less serious, more arcadey type players? More players good, but if it's punteroonie each race or dive bombing each corner... Oh, dive bombing, yeah, imagine that. No, I get totally what you're saying, Dave. Driver standards are important, and when we play Sims, there is a big thing where we're all kind of respecting each other and helping each other out in a way, right? I think Niels Narjok talked about it brilliantly recently. The sort of trust levels between every racer sort of thing, and almost it's you have to kind of race each other but then also help each other, really. It's a bit weird, isn't it? In the spirit of competition, if you like. This has a safety rating now, right? And lots of penalties. So you might argue it's better than ACC. I am expecting a lot of punts in the online races, in the early racing, but I think as you go up the levels and you're not facing people who are 13 years old and sat on their sofa with a controller having a bit of fun, then I'm pretty sure that you'll meet people who also want to race. So Dan with this car that's badass, loving it. It does, doesn't it? It looks aggressive. People talking about the models being very low quality. It's not blowing me away, I must admit. It does look a bit like they brought it in from somewhere, but I don't know. I don't know if that's really that important in the end, let's face it. Right? Because Minecraft has the worst graphics in history, and that's the best game ever. Playability is everything. When we used to play on the Amiga, Dan, I don't know how old you are, Dan. I think you're a few years younger than me. When we used to play back in the day on the Amiga and the Commodore, you didn't have graphics. You didn't. You had to rely on the playability, the ingenuity of it all. Nowadays, you can hide a lot of things behind good graphics, but that isn't everything. I mean, look how polished Gran Turismo 7 is. But is that really what's important? And Gran Turismo 7 is very polished, clearly. This, not so. Right, I've got to do some practice. Let's test the car out, shall we? Fuel and tyres. Let's get this right. So how many laps have I got? I've probably got about 7, haven't I, or something? Let's go for 10. How many laps are there? We've got to go... Oh, sorry. Hold on. Back. How do we go back then? Hold on. Is that a bug? Interesting. How do you go back there? Yeah, there's a few UI problems, I think, by the looks of it. What's the event? Event info. 8 laps. Okay. Have I done 8 laps in the car? There's no point in having more. How do you go back from here? There's no way. Look here. There's no button to take you backwards. Interesting. So I'm using the wheel to go back. But that feels a bit like it shouldn't be like that. Well, we don't need 10 laps. And in fact, for the quali, we need even less, right? For qualifying, we need 4 laps and soft. Let's do that. And then back, and then race, and then practice. Oh, you got an FM mixed race at Kyle Army. I'm not jealous at all, Dan. Enjoy, buddy. Go farm some safety rating. And Dan, we haven't done an enduro yet together. We've got to do a Sunday enduro together on an FM. So we need to do that, okay? Stop avoiding me. Stop avoiding me. Right, let's go. Hold on. Oh boy. Guys, it's crashed. Wow. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. It's crashed. Okay, patience is starting to wear a little bit thin with the current experience, which is a shame because I have technically paid to get it early. There's a life lesson, gang. That's a crash. Again, in the online lobby. So far, we joined an online lobby and it crashed at the race start. We have joined an online lobby a little bit late and then it got weird. And now we've joined an online lobby and it crashed before I got into the practice session. Okay. Okay, multiplayer. You're not going to beat me just yet. You're not going to beat me just yet. But you are winning. Let me see what I can do. 1 second, gang. Fingers crossed. Let's cross some fingers, team. We have to get a bit hopeful here. Danny Skydiver, are you watching Rory McIlroy? Is he having fun online racing? He seemed like he's having fun yesterday. Not quite having the fun yet on this event. Come on, let's hope for the best. Yeah, 3rd time lucky would be nice, wouldn't it? Mm-hmm. Purple suit. Grand Oak Raceway. Getting in the badass car, as Dan said. Was all very pretty. Today me. Ah, thank you, Dan. Well, you're not watching much, are you? You're very generous. Because it's not very, Oh! Of course. Of course. The pedals, gang. The pedals. Ooh, this is a test of a few things today. Okay. I mean, look, all I can tell you now is that ACC on day one was not the one. Okay, so the steering linearity going up has definitely made it a bit better. It might have been the same on the GT3 cars earlier, to be honest. So Dan, you have Skydiver. You have a wheel and pedals, right? No? But you haven't played this on wheel and pedals yet? What's going on, gang? What's that about, Dan? Yeah, you see the problem with the braking line is that I find myself using that rather than looking far ahead, which is pretty bad for racecraft, really. How come you haven't used the wheel and pedals yet, Dan? What happened? You just fancied a bit of a controller first? Are you likely to play a controller? It's the same wheel as me. What wheel are you using? What wheel rim? If you've got a TS, whichever one you're using, XW, I guess. What wheel have you actually got on it? I'm curious to know. Or have you got an open? I get a feeling you got an open wheel. You got a TM open wheel. Okay, so it's contact in practice. Hello, mate. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I must admit, there's no real knowing where the, Oh, fair enough, Dan. Sorry to hear that, buddy. Like Robin said, get well soon, mate, for sure. Health is wealth, so I'll be more than happy to have a chat with you offline. But anyway. What controller it is for you, then? Smooth. Smooth. Yes, there will be some ramming. Whoever was asking. Snap by Dan was asking. Yes, the ramming will happen. Right. Let's go, gang. Doing a bit of quali. There's going to be some... I'm going to avoid contact. For now. I don't know how easy that's going to be. Other people might not be so keen to avoid it, but you got to try it. You know the Builders' Cup, these first 3 races, or sorry, the Invitational or whatever, Out of all the racing, this is going to be the roughest, right? Surely.
Race starts in 5 minutes.
Fair enough. Well, I can't wait for you to be feeling a bit better, buddy. I must admit, the anti-aliasing, is it? Anti-aliasing on the walls can be a bit annoying. The way it's all like fuzzy. Not a massive fan of that at the moment.
2 left.
Okay, that's no good. I don't know how many drivers there are, but I'm currently P3. I don't know if they're just 4? Probably more than that. I've asked my son how you feel. Humid weather, not good for me. It settles after a few weeks. Cool. It's very easy to underestimate, sorry, that's the right word, how important our health is, eh? For all the young people in the audience, be happy with that. Because things get trickier as you get older. That's pretty obvious. So yeah, definitely enjoy your health while you've got it. Three temps up. Looking good. Four temps up. Looking good. No! Off track! Ah, guys. I've let you down. P1 is a second ahead of us. I've let you all down, guys. I'm really sorry. Okay, I hope you're all keeping track of the scores up at the top there. But yeah, let's go.
Great work. Currently P4 after qualifying.
P4 after quali. Fingers are crossed. We get to our first Forza race, everyone. Fingers are crossed. Back in 1 second. Oh, you have EDS, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. Good old Ehlers-Danlos. I think my sister and her daughter have it. I don't know whether it runs in the family or stuff, but my joints are pretty weird. I mean, that one goes over there. I probably shouldn't do that. And my legs are, my ankles, my everything are a little bit, you know, hypermobile. A lot of hypermobility considering I'm 40. So, yeah. Good old EDS. I don't think I've got it, thankfully, but I'm probably not far off. Oh. Right. Are we going to get this? Is this going to work? Please work. Oh, no! Oh, guys. This screen keeps crashing it. Oh, my whole PC died. Ah, my whole PC. No? Okay, the stream froze for a bit. Yeah, Dan. I don't know if it's in my well. Oh man, guys, it's crashed again on the online screen. Usa. Am I still frozen? Are we okay? OBS is saying I'm okay. Still frozen? No, I'm back. Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah, the Forza dying killed everything for a minute. No. Yes, okay. Good day. I'm back. Thank you. Okay, so there's a couple of things here, right? I want to probably only do the online, I think, in Forza. There is offline. I'm sure it's lovely. But I'm probably not going to be that interested in the offline stuff. And I don't think it's going to serve me any benefit. I mean, I can win cars to use in online, I guess. Yeah, maybe Robin. So, I mean, lots of other people are racing. But so far, it's not letting me get into an online race. Sorry, gang. Okay. Right. Now, a couple of things. We could do the Builders Cup, which is the offline racing. For now. Will it let me? I still haven't done a race yet. Robin, you told me 2 hours ago to do a race. We still haven't quite managed it. Okay, guys. It's going to go like this now. I'm going to do an offline race. If it crashes, no more for me this morning. Maybe this afternoon, but not this morning. I've had, and maybe even not this afternoon, to be honest. If I do an offline race, I might then try an online race. Does that sound so crazy? There's obviously something with my PC and graphics settings, or something that doesn't like what's going on. Nice one, Robin. I'm glad you're getting your day sorted. This is frustrating for sure. I shouldn't expect too much, but I wouldn't mind if the game worked, kind of thing. You know, I'm asking too much here, guys. Right, Builders Cup. Is it going to work? I don't think so. Grand Oak Raceway. Well, I know you now. Okay. The next time I stream this will be tomorrow afternoon. So, fingers crossed. It wants to play nice. Sunset. Oh, yeah, we've got rain to test out and all that, haven't we? We've got plenty to test on this game. Let's see. How many laps are there? Four laps. So, fuel. 4 laps, buddy. You're asking. Since you're asking, there you go. Start practice. There's my purple suit. Do you like my purple suit, everyone? I do.
Practice is a critical part of any race event, where you hone your skills with your latest build on the track you'll be racing. As you practice, you earn credits, and we'll be tracking your lap times to see how you match up against the competition before the race.
Nice one, Robin. If only it worked. Every practice session has a target lap time, which is based on your driver car difficulty. Okay, interesting. Hitting your lap time will give you a 6p bonus, which is a good indicator that you'll be competitive in the race, is it? Okay, interesting. Guys, guess what I've got to do? Guess what I've got to do for the 7th time this morning? Well, that's not going to wear out of fun, is it? Were they admiring the rig? Were they also admiring my stream, Robin? Good old pedal! You know me by now, Dan. Right, I'm getting to know this track already. That's good, isn't it? That's a chicane that I'm really not treating like a chicane yet. Ooh! That's a bright one. I'll tell you, I hope I'm not racing when that's going on, because geez, I'll be crashing into everyone. Oh, there's some more sunshine. Well, that's nice and bright, isn't it? I thought we were here for Forza, not Jeff's hair. Unfortunately, Ty, my hair has been the highlight of the stream so far. I'm sorry, buddy. I've tried to do online racing and it's crashed, I think, 3 times now. And it's also crashed one other time when I wasn't online racing. So, bit of a sucky one. So what we're hoping for now is a bit less of that with an offline race. Right, let's treat this like a chicane, shall we? Oh, am I not in the right scene? Sorry. Apologies, gang. My Forza, I've reloaded Forza so many times that my OBS is now hidden behind a mountain of apps. No, Ty. No, it's not. But I have got car level 2. So, if car level 2 is your thing, you'll be fine. No, honestly, Ty, I've not been able to do an online race yet, so I can't say a lot. The racing is more than passable. The graphics are quite nice on occasion. The what's not broken? Racing in a straight line, but everything else is still pretty broken. Bless them, they did release a slightly broken product. But we know all games like that at the start, aren't they, really? Well, only because I can't get in a race. But I mean, I've been trying to talk about it a little bit this morning, Ty, about where it all fits in and the kind of games we play. And I think for me, I love ACC, and that would probably be my main sim for a long time.
Feel free to end practice at any time or continue running hot laps until the session time's out.
So, what else do I do then? Well, I do want a bit of variety. We've kind of got AC cruisers for that. And I dare say AC2 is coming out next year. And it's meant to be doing this all even better, right? I don't think so, Robin. This game, Ty, with the competitive bit, with your skill rating and safety rating, I think it could be an interesting challenge, because it is technically, especially once they iron out a few things. Once they iron out a few things, I think it will be a good pick up and play racer for us. I do think that, this game. I haven't got a problem with that. I think it will be a good pick up and play racer, I think. Better than AMS2 and Project Cars 2 and all the others. Sorry, Purple. Just because of the player base, okay? Don't get angry at me. It's a numbers game. And the player base on this should be good. So, ignoring all of the effects on, the sim racing industry and those kind of impacts. Oh, I've run out of fuel. I wonder what's going on there. I was like, I'm going a bit slow here. Yeah, ignoring all of that and just looking at the game on its own.
That was a great practice session.
I think
Now
once they
it's time
iron
to
out
race.
the rubbish that I'm having it now with the connections, which has got nothing to do with the game in reality. That hole in the car, the towing rope. I don't know. I keep saying it. The only sim racing game I ever want to play is ACC. I do like cruising on AC. I do like messing around on the Nordschleife on Chitoko. I do like doing those things. I don't know what I was I mean, God knows, Robin. I don't know what I was expecting from Forza, because we should always think about that as well. Right, what are we actually expecting from this? I don't know what I was expecting from it, but... Oh, without doubt, Rarish. I don't know what I was expecting from this game, because you can't expect the force feedback to be amazing, can you? Especially when they've got, what, 500 cars? I mean, come on. It's going to be a general thing, isn't it? The online racing, I think it could be quite fun. With the practice quali and driver setup that they've got, driving setup, that they've put out there that almost works, I think that could be a thing. With the driver and the safety rating, yeah, I think dropping into races... do you need to dedicate time to it? Good morning, Juan! Nice and early for you, sir. They do, Rarish. And you can see the opposite with ACC, can't you? Where it has that focus. The most focused sim out there, isn't it, really? Am I going to need a lot of time to play this and I'm not going to have it? Can't figure it out yet, team. We haven't got that many hours in a day, have we? I think ACC wins all my hours in the end. Yeah.
It's a stacked field today for this first event. Plenty of time to size up the competition before race start.
I don't know what they've done with ACC. I don't know how they've done it. I don't really care. But the feel in the wheel on those tight moments. Yeah, well, Juan, they have got force feedback settings now that you can change, which I don't know if they've had in previous Forzas. So you can dial in and out things to make it feel more what you want. But, I mean, AC has, you know, obviously a different style of feedback to ACC, and it does feel good. And AMF2 feels alright. But people play Gran Turismo 7 and Forza all the time, and they prefer that to Sims, right? I think I just prefer the Sims. Really, Purple? Do they really? Is that really a criticism? Like, aren't they trying to get it right in ACC? Purple, no? And didn't Jade post out on Twitter the other day about looking at a brake pedal being used by a GT3 car and it looked like how we do it? No? Are you being mean? I mean, isn't it the case that if you put the ABS on and bang on that thing, it will just slow you down appropriately, no? In real GT3 cars, have they got to modulate? Hit 80% like you do in iRacing? I don't think so. Not that I have a clue. Maybe we should ask David Perrell quickly. Yeah, back in a sec. Right. Okay, Ian. And basically, Forza feedback is quite similar to GT7 then, probably. Right? Probably quite similar. Now, for me, it is less exciting. And it feels so much less accurate. Like when I'm on ACC, I feel like I can feel every inch of the track. Does that make sense? When I'm driving, I feel I can feel every inch of the track, right? As I'm turning and braking and And driving at high speed, low speed, you name it. The way I turn in, I feel the exact grip of the front tyres on ACC. And obviously, bless him, Gamer Muscle goes on and on about how it's no good, and a lot of people say ACC feedback isn't very good, but for me, it's kind of perfect. It really is. Now, I'm happy to sacrifice things, right? I can sacrifice a bit of feedback for variety, or the fact that maybe these other cars would feel a bit weirder, like the front-wheel engine, front-wheel drive, that kind of stuff. Old cars, four-wheel drive, maybe they would feel a bit different, and I'm not really in tune with that anyway. So there is that element to it. Let's race. I'm P7, I think. Let's go, gang. My first ever Forza Motorsport race. Here we are. Wish me luck. It's a grid start. I've got my foot on the throttle. I'm jammed on the throttle. And I've clicked off the screen. Sorry. I've noticed when I've clicked off the screen before, it does that. Quite smooth. Right, let's not hit anyone. Okay, I've just cruised up the inside of most of the cars and hit someone. Also, I'll be honest, the graphics are... Oh, I'm about to miss him. A bit hit and miss for me. Like, I'm running on a 2080 Ti graphics card on a good CPU, and as the cars get away, the detail and quality does get a bit fuzzy quite quickly, I think. The distance car loading is quite low, I think. There you go. Why did my wheel just go completely dead there? That was weird. Right, let's see what we can do, gang. That was lap 1 of 4. My rear view button doesn't work. Let's go. Looks like 2017. I'll be honest, it looks like 2012. I have got all the graphics settings up quite high, and the bit. Oh, I've got DLSS on. Well, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't help that it has to run on Xbox Series S. I think the other thing is all the accoutrements, right? All the extras around, all the detail around the track. It all kills a lot of the, performance. I mean, I'm running on 60 FPS barely. Chilling in 4th place here, not making any impact on the guy ahead or behind. And yeah, the rear view mirror does look quite janky. So, right now, for me, it is all about the player base. Having a big player base does excite me. Should we find out? Yeah. Yes, it does.
Last lap. Let's go.
Well, I don't know what speed I had the AI on, but they are fast. Well, I'm barely catching this guy. The other two have taken off. Now, the gamification of, sectors and curbs and all that kind of stuff in the top right It's cool, but you can't really read it when you're racing. So, yeah. You just make your points, but you don't really know what you're doing. The occasional flicker of the eye up to the top left, right, sorry. People will play it for sure, but not I. So what's the new thing? I'm assuming there's meant to be a question mark. New options or features? It's got to be the safety rating and the driver rating. I think you already had driver rating, probably. It's probably just a safety rating, I'd guess. The fact that it's a
Nicely done.
game that is a kind of simcade on Xbox. Xbox doesn't have a simcade game. The PC doesn't really have a simcade game because Gran Turismo is the only one. Yeah, I do have it turned up high, but I mean, yikes, they smashed me there, which is fine. Good to know. Maybe at Spa and a GT3 I'd have them. A Skydiver. Okay.
Builders Cup event number 1 in the books.
Right, I've done a race. Let's see if somehow that means I can now do.
We'll unlock new parts that we can use to increase vehicle performance.
Yeah, except I'm already bored of that, I think.
To head out for our next event.
Right, okay, let's exit. Now, I know, Stan, I'm just too good at this. I am going to try my luck now with an online race. If it doesn't work, you might see frustrated Jeff. Not a pretty sight. I can't expect too much, but, you know, technically I haven't paid for the game, as it were. I can't really say that I don't expect, you know. I fear, Damian, that I've set levels a bit high with the end of the LFM season. I had 3 wins in 6 races and a double overtake in an extraordinary race. Ian, everyone, can we give Ian a round of applause, please, in chat? Everyone give Ian B55 some love for a great first Enduro. I thought you did brilliantly, Ian. And obviously Barry was very fast as well. I did get fastest lap in the team. We won't talk about that. It was cold. But, you know, here we are. 4th time lucky, so Dan. Yeah. No way. Okay, that one didn't get even this far this time. It's already cracked. I'm probably going to cut in a minute. I don't know. Oh. Oh, no. No. Oh, Robin. No one mentioned the double overtake. Is it like the war? Okay, so, the game just crashed on me again. The online system for me is apparently a no-go. Bit of a shame, innit? Damian! Why not? Did anyone say it? Have anyone seen it? I can show you it again if you want. Have you seen it? What? Why are you crashing? I'm wearing gloves like a muppet. Can you imagine? I've done no racing today. Not really, anyway. Okay. I get it. It doesn't want me to do online Forza. Okay, how about this? Does anyone want me to show them? Ah, mate, live, it must have been unreal. To witness that live, I wish I was there. Do you know what I mean, Dan? I wish I was there. I was in the moment. I didn't get to enjoy it, although I did have a little whoop. It was a split-second decision. If you watch back... If you watch back to the stream, or the clip even, as I go out, I say, let's settle in to the stint. I was just going to take it easy. And then the 2 guys in front, I knew they were going to be so slow there. And when I saw that they didn't go wide on the exit, I had to do the switchback. Oh, Rarish, I post enough of them. I do post enough of them. I'm going to ask you guys, is there anything... Oh, before I fall asleep here, I'm bored of this stuff. Is there anything you guys want to see in free play? Oh, what about Rivals?
Your personal best in a time trial.
Let's go Rivals.
Flat out precisely on the race.
Oh,
so study your Rivals
we don't have all the time. Nice.
Understand where you can be better and then take it to the limit to grab bragging rights for the fastest lap.
Right, come on then, let's see how Spa's doing. And then you pick a class. Interesting. Interesting. But I need to own a car, I'm guessing. 234. Hold on, that doesn't seem very far. Oh, friends. I need some friends. Ah, Robin has all day. Go on, Robin. Robin, you ain't going to see much, mate. Do laps somewhere so I can beat it when I get the game. Fair enough. I'll be on, we all need to become friends, don't we, gang? We all need to become friends. Ooh. Be my friend. Right. I don't think I've got the car, though, have I? Oh, I have got an X car. No. Do I own these cars? Or are they rental? Or have I got to buy it? I don't even know. Rent. There we go. I think we all are, Damien, unfortunately. Okay, so where we're at now, if I remember it, is basically they said they've made it all from the ground up in-house, and they haven't. That's what I can get from it, I guess, no? Honestly, I don't appreciate them lying, because there's not really any need, is there? I don't get what they get from lying. Doesn't make you then think, okay, therefore can't trust you for anything else. Nice work. Well, surely I don't need a million laps of fuel. And surely I want the soft. Interesting. Have you not been following it, Robin? Oh boy. Okay, this is Rivals, gang. This is me in a very dark little car. Jeez.
Try to run at least one flying lap so you can start the next attempt at full speed. That'll be our best chance to set new lap records.
Where's the channel for adding your Steam ID? Well, this will be on Xbox, funnily enough, buddy. But I deleted that one. Someone accuses me of to... Yeah, go on. You tell them all, Purple. Dan, guess what I've got to do now? If you're still alive. Guess what I've got to do? It's your favourite thing. Way too many bugs. Way too many bugs right now. Like being in the jungle. Okay, let's have a little bit of spar in a fast car, shall we? You got it, Dan, every time, first time. Okay, we are now racing a very fast car. Let's see what we can do. I'm not aware of how pitch sensitive these cars are to braking and accelerating. I'm not really aware. Oh, I'll tell you what, when you oversteer, the wheel does go very light very suddenly. It's a bit of a tricky one. A bit of a sticky one still. Hold on, Raresh. You and conclusions. Honestly, buddy, you do jump. I'm in a rivals mode. Just see what lap time I do, and then we'll go from there. Oh boy, that's not a way to start. I beat him? What? Okay. I've now got a rival behind me. Terrible poop. 4 times now, I've tried to join an online race, and 4 times now the game has completely crashed and died. So we're now doing rivals just to get a little flavour. I did an offline race, that was pretty dull. Sydney! Are you not in the forest, sir? It looks... You know what, there's some nice graphical touches, but there's also a lot of like bad effects I'm noticing, like the side rails are really fuzzy and blurry at distance, which I don't like. Oh, then let us. Poor guy. Sydney's out there hunting for gold, aren't you, Sydney? The last gold train of World War II. Yeah, poop. It is, yeah, very much so. Not ideal. A lot of other people seem to be fine, but I've not been able to get into a game, which is quite frustrating. Oh, I'm racing against myself. No better competitor out there than me. Here we go.
Remember to keep at least 2 wheels
Can't
on
keep up
track
with
at all times to post a
I
clean
can't even keep up with him. You will indeed, Sydney. Yeah, I'm a bit frustrated about the online at the moment, and there's lots of other bugs. Every time I restart it, all my inputs are changed. It's a bit frustrating, and the graphics are kind of like good and bad. Do you know what I would say? In the middle of the daytime, it's not that great, but I'm sure like at night, in the wet, at sunset, it's much better. No thank you, Robin. The rewind feature is terrible for a whole host of reasons. It doesn't work either. I can't imagine anyone ever having their fastest lap after using that. Right? It just puts you up a bit, doesn't it? I used to use it all the time when I was younger. I guess so, Poop. I mean, also GT7 does a lot of colour, doesn't it? Like, it really oversaturates Gran Turismo. Everything's so bright. Well, I think they've gone for a bit more of the lifelike palette here, so it's a bit washed out in the daytime. Which is what it's like in reality, right? Absolutely chucking an LMP around is what you do with LMP. You just throw it sideways. Hope for the best. Yeah. Gotta be careful of those curves on the braking. That was wonky, but it worked. Yeah, in terms of pitch sensitivity on the brakes, I'm not really feeling much. Look at me flying away there. I don't think that was me, was it? The lift off oversteer is wild, I've got to say. I'm turning through the bus stop. Yeah. Well, I've not experienced a racing yet, Poops, unfortunately, sorry. But I know they've got a pretty strong safety and penalty system, so fingers crossed. Okay, gang, this is it. Can we beat this? Ghost on the rivals. Nobody done a side-by-side yet across all sim. Same car, same track, on iRacing, ACC, GC Forza. I think they have a few times, but I'm sure you can find quite a few. Rewind feature works then. Right, okay. Okay. Defeated easy switch. There we go. I got some XP and stuff. That was cool. Yeah, drive level 5. Prince of Persia Racing. What else? I'm trying to think. Maybe they could do a slow-mo with it when you're going through like a really intense overtake. I mean, like my double overtake. Have you heard about my double overtake, Poop? Have you heard about that? Right, let's try that one again. But it's got again quick. Yes, Ian, I'm rich. Rich beyond my wildest dreams. Right, we're here. I'm going to start saying things I can't say there. What's this one about? I thought I was going for Class A. Bit confused now. Bit confused. Jeff can't fold after all the hyping. I'm a bit annoyed because I can't do the online racing. That's what's really happening here, I'll be honest. That's all I really want to do in the end. Online racing, I think. The offline's cute, but the online racing's where I want to be. And I'm sure I can get all my credits in online racing. So I don't really need to do any offline, right? So... I mean, like I said, I'm not sure what I was expecting. Because I know it wasn't going to be ACC. I think I just need more online racing, and then I'll be able to tell you more. The graphics... I don't know, it's a bit tricky, but... I'm not that surprised about the graphics, because, like, all the games that we currently have... we've all been there, Ian. Like, as far as I can see, the games that we currently have all maximise our PCs. So, I don't really expect any game to have better graphics, if that makes sense, really. Just seems like common sense in that way. There are some elements I'm not happy about, but there are some elements that are quite nice. The ray tracing, I think is there. Some of the reflection, etc. The driving feel is, I want to say, mostly good. There are definitely some moments where I'm wondering what the car's doing. But that might take some getting used to, that's all. I don't know. I just want to do online racing, to be honest, and I can't. It's quite frustrating. Hopefully tomorrow I can. Who knows? But like, the feelings I got in the wheel through poo on there were quite interesting. The noises you get in your ears are interesting. But yeah, the audio is... nothing. No, look. Rory was doing the online racing and enjoying it. So there you go. And I could well enjoy the online racing. I don't know, I think, Poop, what doesn't help is that I am a die-hard ACC fan. I really am. I really enjoy ACC. Far too much. And it ruins my enjoyment of other sims. Essentially. So, yeah. That's part of the problem I have with sim racing. Now, I didn't expect it to be a full-on sim racer with perfect physics detail. Not at all. So what I was really looking for was good online racing, right? Good online racing with safety rating and all that. And I can't experience that. Now, Dan says I gave up GT7 once I discovered ACC. And I think Ian will tell you almost exactly the same thing when he finished laughing at me. The player-based element of this does excite me. I like the idea of being able to race against a lot of other people. I think that is quite cool. Without doubt. So that's cool. That Porsche is fast. But I'm faster in the corners. Nice one, Ian. Okay, so performance. Okay, fair enough. Was that the main reason, Dan? Performance issues? My rival is just coming out of the chicane now, look at that. I'm seeing all these things, I don't know what they mean. Don't know what any of this means. All sorts of stuff flashing on screen. It is a little bit funky on the curves. Oh, nice one, PlayStation Racer. Thank you, sir. Like number 13. Love it. Well, this one's fast on the straight, isn't he? Hello. There's bits like this that I could really enjoy. Racing my GT car against a 70s open wheel Formula car, right? Things like that. Although you could argue you could get it in AC, I'm sure. But would it have a ghost ready for me of my next rival? Right? Stuff like that. There are gameplay elements that I could really appreciate in this. The online racing, and maybe a bit of rivals now and again. It's like hot lapping, but a bit more fun. We'll see. I mean, I will add, guys, that this game for me is free because I have Game Pass. So I'll always have it anyway. Maybe if enough of you've got it, we can do like a Christmas rating together or some random variety stuff. We'll probably end up doing it on AMX too, wouldn't we? And you'd probably all enjoy it more. There we go. Okay, we're beating people. We are beating people. Here on the rivals. Probably killed it a bit hard there. Uh-oh, fast car coming. We've got another fast car. There you go. What are you on a straight? Absolute weapon. You can probably just about make out on the track map on the bottom left my rival's dot. Otherwise I'm not sure where to see the delta. But he is just behind me. I don't think it helps that the engine noises in ATC are so visceral and like exciting for me. And then I play other games and the engine noises are a bit flat. Afternoon, Tone, good to see you, sir. No caps locks, please, Tone. Go easy on the caps lock. In fact, don't even use punctuation. Everything in lowercase, please. Unfortunately, Dan, I haven't been able to play the online multiplayer because it keeps crashing on me. So I've been doing offline stuff and it's not very interesting. The driving physics are okay. The car does some weird things sometimes. What else to tell you? The graphics are good and bad. Like, there's bits that are really nice, and that's a quick car, and there's bits that are not particularly interesting to look at and look a bit fuzzy and bad. So, bye-bye Porsche. He's quick on a straight, isn't he? And I can't do the online racing, which is probably most of the game, I'd imagine. I'd imagine online racing could be quite good. I said it, like they've got, you know, a nice format where you have, you know, practice and qualifying in the race, and you pick your fuel and tyres. But yeah, I mean, I think it is worth remembering or reminding ourselves of what we're expecting here, because it's not going to have better graphics because we're using the same machine as before. So the graphics aren't going to be better. Now they could pay more attention to individual things. That would help, I guess, but you know, I'm not going to say they've rushed it, but they probably, you know, 500 cars had a few things to get done. And 20 tracks in day and night, and wet weather. So I'm sure they had plenty of work to do. Okay, we've got to go fast here because our Porsche friend is an absolute rocket on the straights. The sounds are a bit muffled. Hey, nice one, Tone. I think, like I say, because there is not a casual racer on the Xbox or PC, like a proper casual racer, then I think it nicely fills those slots, right? I'm getting better at the handling. My best is the 227 in this Porsche. The cars are twitchy and unpredictable. Yeah, a little bit, Dan. Like on the curves and stuff, it is a little bit crazy. It is a bit crazy. I think you might get used to it though. I feel like I'm almost getting used to the twitches and stuff. But you can see the graphics on the car ahead. I mean, it is a ghost as well, which probably doesn't help. But experiencing some weird popping. You can go very deep there. Okay. Yeah, I gotta take more of the curbs. I'm currently driving the Honda NSX GT3. Trying to unlock the multiplayer. Well, I can't cope. I can't get into a single multiplayer game. Imported livery, go back to Forza 7. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of Forza fans that I think will be very happy with this. For sure. That's a fast Ferrari. Personal bet. Doing what I can, team. I've had enough of that. Right, so if I finish race, what do I get? What do I get for all that hard work, eh? 225.5 is my best, apparently. Cool. I think. I don't know. Driver level 6. 36,000 credits. Cool, yeah. Lovely. Exit that. Do I get some awards or something? Little pat on the back. Nothing. Right, okay. For one last time, we're going to suffer and try it. And if it doesn't work, that'll be the end of the stream. Because that'll be enough of this. Featured multiplayer. Qualifier series. Hackone, club circuit. Cool. We've done a few laps here before. Let's do a few more. Fingers crossed it works this time. In the qualifiers I didn't do well. Got hit off track, but I got the penalty. Ah. There is no repair or verify that I'm aware of in Xbox, unfortunately, Dan. Because obviously, you know, a lot of people are getting in fine and some aren't. There's probably some setting I've got somewhere that's that doesn't like it. I guess. What that setting is, I can't tell you. Sorry, buddy.
Be fast, but avoid drifting your car through the big turns here at Hakone. Scrubbing speed like that will mean losing time to your competition.
Did you buy the extra bit? Boosted. Do you remember we talked about this yesterday, buddy? That extra bundle. The Premium Early Access Bundle. No? Game Pass is the 10th of October. 10th of October. Right. We only need like 8 laps or something, don't we? Well, for quali, we probably need less than that. All the bug T10 and people to be PC rather than Xbox. Yeah, makes sense. Is my PC kind of freezing and crashing? I'm guessing that doesn't happen on Xbox. I have got an Xbox Series X, but I haven't got an Elgato capture card. So yeah, there is that. Right, let's go, shall we? Let's try and do a lap. Please let me do a lap. Please let me do a lap. That's very blurry. It's crashed. Right now, I believe I am frozen, but you can hear me, I think. Or not, actually. I think my whole PC's gone. Let's see. There's the whole PC died this time. Nope, okay. So you can hear me. Is my camera back? Hello. Yeah, that's enough of that. That is enough of that for one day. I've done single player, I've done an offline race, I've done rivals. I don't really want to waste my energy with a game that's broken. So sorry guys, a bit frustrating that is. Maybe I was going to finish around now anyway to get some lunch, roughly. But yeah, not what I was hoping in for the online experience. For the driving itself, it was good. It was fine. I got around. I changed a few settings. It got better. I would like to do some racing against people, I'll be honest. So I'm going to have to wait, clearly. I'm going to be streaming this again tomorrow afternoon. And fingers crossed, really, that it works then. Unless there's a patch, I don't know. Yeah, all right, poop. See you on ACC. Our next official ACC stream is on Saturday night. Bathurst. Already looking forward to it. I am actually looking forward to it. Last night was fun. Don't know what to say. The graphics are up and down. Really. The gameplay is cool in that, you know, you've got all these different things to do when they're available. That'd be interesting, Dan. Thank you. I would like more than 2 people though, buddy. I'll be honest. As much as I love you. We could do it if it's, you know, nothing happens. I might end up doing that with you, seeing who else is on. You never know. I have got 7 game passes to give away, which means on the 10th of October or 11th or 12th or something, hopefully, Raresh, on the 10th, 11th or 12th or something, I can't work out what day it is, we will do community racing at Forza, and there'll be loads of you with a game pass, so you can all join in. We'll have a bit of fun together. We'll do a few different races. And that might be the end of Forza. Who knows? But I don't know. Do I want to stream it now and again and build up my rating? I kind of do. I want to do something different. So let's hold judgment. It was definitely doable. It wasn't bad. I've played bad driving games before. It wasn't bad. But it does leave a little bit to be desired. Without the multiplayer. So, everybody, thank you very much for tuning in today and for showing your support and joining me on that bit of a struggle, quite frankly. What am I going to do in my afternoon? I've got the afternoon now. What should I do with it? I might just go and sleep. Do the ACC career mode. I could jump on an ACC public lobby this afternoon. That'd be fun. Yeah, no, I'm going to be waiting Tone for them to fix the multiplayer. Tomorrow afternoon. I'm going to try. I get the feeling it'll be the same thing, unless there's a patch between now and then. Otherwise, well, Tone, we need a patch. We clearly need some kind of patch. And Tone, I'll tell you next week when it's on general release. Oh boy, will there be a lot more people with this, so they might want to get it fixed up, look sharp. That's my advice to you, Turn 10 and Microsoft Studios. Get the online multiplayer fixed very quickly. Gran Turismo 7's apparently having problems with it as well, so maybe it's just a genre thing, a genre thing. Well, ACC servers, they haven't been down much recently, have they? But they have a habit of doing that, so there probably needs to be down at this rate. Well, there'll be some very annoyed people, and I don't want to leave that impression. Karting Superstar says, Raresh. Not the worst idea, buddy. Not the worst idea. I could even squeeze in a little one this afternoon, maybe. Maybe I'll do a little Karting Superstar this afternoon. Are you free? Or are you working this afternoon? Can't remember. You got school this afternoon. Might do some Karting Superstars this afternoon, gang. I might do. A little bit. Like a shot time. I might even do it on Twitch. Or should I do it on YouTube? Maybe we should do it on YouTube. I don't know. Yeah, I know, Tone. Do you know what I mean? Like, what should we really expect? What should we really expect? Well, look, I tried. It was interesting. There's definitely a few positives there. Not too many big negatives, apart from the obvious thing. But in terms of gameplay, not too many big negatives. The graphics, I don't know, they're weird, the graphics. They're sometimes good and sometimes bad. So, I'll let you know if I'm doing it, okay, Raresh? I won't leave you hanging. But okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for this morning, and I will see you probably tomorrow lunchtime, afternoon at this rate. So, bye. Forza forever! Woo!
We froze, cold night in the winter, how cold. Sorry that I fall away sometimes. Sorry that I fall away sometimes. Yeah, the end. Got to end it all on the weekend. Sorry that I feel that way sometimes. Sorry that I feel that way sometimes. Oh, yeah. You don't really wanna know me. Hanging in the corner with a nosebleed. High on whatever they sold me. That's the old me, yeah. 6 years later trying to find me. Still trying to figure out the line piece. Looking for the love inside me. Sometimes, don't know how I feel that way sometimes. Yeah, the end. Think how we can set out on the weekend. Funny how I kinda like this life. Funny now I kinda like this life. I like this life.